where's your hydration? I got my water bottle. You got your coffee. You got nothing. Who's got water in here? Water. Smart.
I hear you, Tom. I've got my water. Hopefully you all do too. Welcome into Patriots Now. I'm Michaela Vernava. The Pats take on their division foe, Buffalo Bills, on Sunday in a clash of 2 of the 7 teams who head into Week 4 undefeated. The Patriots hoping their defense continues to shine after yet another dominating performance in Week 3. Bill Belichick's team hasn't allowed a defensive touchdown since the AFC Championship, and they haven't allowed a single point in the first half all season. New England's defense is allowing a league-best 3.5 yards per play this season.
It's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work during the week, preparing every week and trusting each other.
Consistency. Every time we take the field, playing to a certain level, whether we give up a play or not, but just continue to get back to that end.
Our players have prepared well. Communication's been good. We've tackled well, which is key.
The Patriots' first 3 opponents are a combined 0-9 this season, which begs the question, is the Pats' success stemming from facing lousy competition? We'll find out this week as they take on what Tom Brady called the toughest team they've faced yet. The Bills enter Week 4 with their heads held high after beating the Giants, Jets, and Bengals. Buffalo's defense is one of the best in the league, allowing just 4.8 yards per play. Meanwhile, Josh Allen has been wowing fans with his arm and his legs. But Bill Belichick has gotten the best of the Bills over the last couple decades. The Bills are 4-33 in their last 37 games against New England. Allen, who's making his 15th career start, has a tough test ahead of him. The Patriots are 14-0 since 2016 against QBs with fewer than 20 career starts. That said, the Pats aren't taking their opponent lightly.
To go on the road in the NFL is tough, and certainly early in the game, after their pregame tailgate, when they're a little fired up. So it's, they're pretty into it. They're pretty loud.
It's when you got a quarterback that's able to scramble, be able to scramble and run, scramble and throw. It puts pressure on everybody, and it's going to take all 11 of us to defend them.
In case you've been living under a rock, the Patriots parted ways with Antonio Brown prior to their showdown against the Jets last week. Brown went on to tip his cap to Tom Brady following his release for their one game together, but then bashed Robert Kraft and is now in a battle with the team over the $9 million signing bonus, which the Patriots haven't yet paid him. Yahoo Sports is reporting the Patriots will likely have to pay up because of the language in the NFL's collective bargaining agreement. And while the Patriots' offense didn't miss a beat in Week 3 without Brown, all of a sudden the Patriots' wide receiver depth is in jeopardy after Julian Edelman suffered a chest injury and was limited in practice this week. Their offense also took a hit as James Devlin was placed on injured reserve. The Pats added Cody Kessler to their roster in a move to provide some QB depth for Tom Brady, who was limited in practice this week.
Football is it's a contact sport, so I wouldn't say I'm a spring chicken anymore. So I'm trying to just, feel as great as I can.
With Devlin heading to IR, the Pats now have 3 key names: Devlin, Isaiah Wynn, and N'Keal Harry on injured reserve. They can only activate 2 of them later in the season. So who will those 2 be? Let's send it out to Doug Kyde, who answers that very question in this week's Patriots Mailbag.
Hello and welcome to this week's Mailbag. I'm Doug Kyde. If you have a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kyde using the hashtag MailDoug, and I will try to get around to answering it. First question here comes from Daniel, who asks, a lot can change given the development of Johnson/Newhouse and the need for another receiver in the back half of the season, but right now, who would you tab to return from IR out of James Devlin, N'Keal Harry, and Isaiah Wynn, assuming Devlin can even return? I think the Patriots definitely need to activate Isaiah Wynn. Marshall Newhouse is a decent fill-in at left tackle, but Isaiah Wynn looked like he could have been special at that position before he went down with his turf toe injury. So the decision to me really comes down to N'Keal Harry and James Devlin, and it might depend on how the Patriots' wide receiver depth looks in the second half of the season, because Julian Edelman's healthy. If Josh Gordon is still on the field and clean, if Philip Dorsett's still playing well, if Jacoby Myers starts to show a little bit off, and maybe even if Cameron Meredith can come back in Week 7 or some point in midseason, and the Patriots might not actually need N'Keal Harry, and at that point, you'd probably activate James Devlin. It also could depend on how the running game looks. If the Patriots' running game is looking good without James Devlin, then maybe you activate N'Keal Harry instead. Right now, I would probably go with Devlin over Harry just because the Patriots like to run the ball so much during the playoffs when it gets cold outside, and they really would not have that option if Devlin isn't healthy or active, and if Jakob Johnson also isn't getting the job done.
Before we go, Tom Brady sent out a good luck video to the South African rugby team before their World Cup showdown against Japan.
Springboks, good luck to you in Japan. Kick some butt. Go Boca!
This did not go unnoticed by U.S. Rugby Olympian Nate Ebner, who tweeted, "He must have thought this video was for cricket or something. Sorry, he went to Michigan. I'll get him straight." And get him straight he did, as Tom Brady joined Ebner to wish the Americans good luck.
What's up, fellas? Good luck to you guys. We're cheering you on. Hey, it's a tough journey, but if anybody can do it, you guys can. We support you. We love you. We got your back.
That's all we have time for this week. Have a good weekend, everybody, and keep it on NESN.com for all your Patriots news.